Ever felt like you're playing a game, but you don't know the rules? You try to be the good guy, play fair, and still end up on the losing side, watching others effortlessly climb past you. It's frustrating, right? You see people who seem to have a magnetic pull, a natural authority that makes others listen and follow. What's their secret? It's not about being the loudest person in the room or having the most aggressive attitude. It's something deeper, a fundamental understanding of human nature and power. Today, we are diving into the mind of one of history's most controversial and misunderstood thinkers, Machiavelli. Forget what you think you know. We're not talking about being evil or ruthless for the sake of it. We're talking about a brutal, unflinching look at reality. Machiavelli wrote The Prince nearly 500 years ago, not for the common man, but as a guide for rulers to gain and maintain power. But here's the thing, the principles he laid out are timeless. They reveal the hidden laws of social dynamics that are still at play today, in your workplace, in your social circles, and even in your personal life. We're going to uncover the one law from Machiavelli that, once you understand it, will change how you see everything. This isn't about manipulating people or becoming a tyrant. It's about shedding the naivety that holds so many men back. It's about learning to see the world as it is, not as you wish it were. This understanding is the bedrock of true strength, the kind that doesn't need to announce itself. It's the key to navigating the world with confidence and purpose. So if you're ready to stop being a pawn and start understanding the game, stay with me. This one insight could be the most important thing you learn all year. The core principle we're talking about is this: it is safer to be feared than loved, if you cannot be both. Now, hold on before you jump to conclusions. This isn't a license to be a jerk. Let's break down what Machiavelli really meant. He observed that love is a bond of obligation which, because men are fickle, is easily broken whenever it serves their own interests. Think about it. How many times have you seen loyalty and affection disappear the moment things get difficult? People you thought were your friends might vanish when you're no longer popular or useful to them. Love is conditional and unreliable. Fear, on the other hand, is a much more stable foundation for respect and authority. Machiavelli wasn't talking about terror, but a dread of punishment or negative consequences. This isn't about threatening people. It's about establishing clear boundaries and demonstrating that crossing them has repercussions. It's about being a man of your word, someone whose actions have weight. When people know you have a backbone, that you will stand up for yourself and your principles, they respect you. This respect is a form of fear, the fear of losing your favor, the fear of dealing with the consequences of disrespecting you. Think of a great leader or a boss you truly respected. They were probably fair, but they were also firm. You knew where the lines were. You didn't want to disappoint them just because you liked them, but because you respected their authority and knew there would be a consequence for poor performance. That's the kind of fear Machiavelli is talking about. It's a respect born from strength and consistency, not from affection that can vanish in a heartbeat. The weak man relies on being liked. He's a people pleaser, constantly seeking validation, but this dependence on the goodwill of others makes him vulnerable. The moment he ceases to be agreeable, he loses all his influence. His power is borrowed, not owned. So how do we apply this in our own lives without becoming a villain? The first step is to stop prioritizing being liked over being respected. This is a massive mental shift. It means you must be willing to be disliked for making the right decision. It means holding firm to your boundaries, even if it disappoints someone. Let's say a friend constantly asks to borrow money, but never pays it back. The loved approach is to keep lending it to avoid conflict and maintain the friendship. But this erodes your resources and their respect for you. The feared or respected approach is to say no, firmly but politely. You explain your position once, and you don't justify it further. They might be upset in the short term, but they will understand that your no means no. You've established a boundary. You've taught them how to treat you. This leads to the second key: competence. The foundation of this healthy fear is your ability. Be so good at what you do that people can't ignore you. In your career, be the most reliable, the most skilled, the person who delivers results. When your competence is undeniable, your opinion holds weight. People will seek your advice and hesitate to go against you, not because you're intimidating, but because they know you know what you're talking about. Your value becomes your shield and your sword. A man who brings immense value to the table is naturally respected. People are afraid to lose him, not because he's scary, but because his absence would create a huge problem. That is real power. Look at Steve Jobs. He wasn't universally loved. Many found him difficult, demanding, and abrasive. But his vision and his relentless pursuit of excellence were so powerful that people followed him. They feared failing to meet his standards because they knew those standards led to incredible results. He commanded respect through sheer competence and an unwavering commitment to his vision. He wasn't trying to be everyone's best friend. He was trying to build something revolutionary. That's the essence of this principle in action. The third practical application is emotional control. Machiavelli noted that a leader who is easily swayed by his emotions appears weak and unreliable. If you react emotionally to every little thing, you give away your power. People learn they can provoke you to get a certain reaction. They can manipulate you. A man who maintains his composure under pressure, who thinks before he acts, projects an aura of strength. He is unpredictable in the sense that he cannot be easily goaded. This calmness is unsettling to those who rely on emotional chaos to gain an upper hand. They don't know what you're thinking, and this uncertainty creates a form of respect, a fear of the unknown. They learn that their usual tactics don't work on you. This doesn't mean being a robot. It means choosing your battles. Not every slight deserves a reaction. Not every argument needs to be won. You learn to observe, to analyze, and to act deliberately. You save your energy for what truly matters. This stoic demeanor is often mistaken for coldness, but it's actually a sign of incredible self-discipline. It's the quiet confidence of knowing you are in control of your own inner world, regardless of the storms raging outside. This self-mastery is the ultimate source of the respect, and yes, the healthy fear, that Machiavelli described. So let's put it all together. Machiavelli's brutal law is not a guide to becoming a monster. It's a wake-up call to abandon a weak, naive worldview that leaves you exposed and powerless. The world is a competitive place. Relying on the flimsy bond of being liked is a recipe for disaster. True, lasting influence is built on a foundation of respect. And that respect, that healthy fear of consequences, is earned. You earn it by prioritizing respect over being liked. You earn it by developing undeniable competence in your chosen field. And you earn it by mastering your own emotions, by remaining calm and deliberate when others are losing their heads. A man who does these three things doesn't need to shout to be heard. His presence alone commands attention. He builds a reputation for strength, integrity, and reliability. People know that his word is his bond, that his boundaries are firm, and that his abilities are real. They may not always love him in the sentimental sense, but they will always respect him. And in the complex game of life and power, that respect is infinitely more valuable. It is the currency of kings, and it's available to any man willing to do the work. Stop trying to win a popularity contest. Start building a legacy of competence and character. Let your actions speak for you. Let your results be your argument. The respect you command will be the natural outcome. That is the true lesson from Machiavelli. It's not about destroying others. It's about building an indestructible version of yourself. Thanks for sticking with me through this deep dive. I know it's a challenging topic, but understanding these dynamics is crucial. If this resonated with you, hit that like button and subscribe for more content that challenges the way you think. Let me know in the comments which part of this Machiavellian law hit home the most for you. See you in the next one.